everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am Kate. I am a third grade teacher in San Diego, California. And today is part 4 in our Coronavirus Cancels Education series. So in part 1, you saw me talking about everything leading up to the notification that schools were closing. In part 2, I talked to you about how this is going to impact our students, the school community, educators. In part 3, I showed you some resources that you could use. If you have not seen any of those videos, make sure you go back and watch those. Add to the conversation that's going on. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Just remember to keep everything respectful. If it is not, I will be deleting. Okay, so part 4 is just kind of about where I think the future of education is going, all right? So right now, currently, we do not return until April 13th. Now that is a month, right? And that seems like a really long time to be closed. Most schools are closing between 3 weeks and 4 weeks to 5 weeks. So most of us have spring break at this time. So for those of you that are thinking, oh my gosh, that's so much time lost in the classroom, in reality, my students are not even losing 10 days of education. So the first week, I only see my students every other week. So my 1 students that I have this week, the next week, they would have German week. So they're going to be losing 5 days of German instruction. And then the week after that, they would come back to me. Well, we are having student-led conferences that week. So there are 3 half days and 2 full days. So in all reality, one of my classes is only losing a day and a half of English instruction. Sorry, they're losing 3.5 days of English instruction. They're losing Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday is a half day, so that's 1. So they're missing 3.5 days of English instruction. So in all reality, when you think about this, they're really not losing that much. My other class, my other group of kids will lose 5 days of English instruction. So in all reality, if you really think about this, because this is happening right around spring break, and I can guarantee that is why a lot of lawmakers did that, is because they know spring break is coming. It was a nice time to close everything down. And some of you might say, well, gosh, we hardly have any cases here in San Diego, right? But it is better to be overreact in this situation than to underreact. If they had waited till after spring break, this thing could be rampant. So this thing could be going like crazy. So I think it was very wise to overreact than to underreact. The ramifications of underreacting could have been just absolutely devastating. So I'm glad that they did it before spring break, so that's something to think about. Now, for a lot of you, because you don't teach in a dual immersion, your kids are losing between 8 to 10 days of instruction time, which again, it's a lot, but it's not, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that much. And so when I was having the conversation with my students about this, of course, they were like, what? We're gonna be out of school for that long? And I felt their pain. I could feel it. And I really tried to explain to them that, hey, look, it's really only this many days because the other days would have been. And that really did give them some solace and help them to feel a little bit better about the situation. But let's talk about the future here. The reality is, if this thing does not get under control, and it potentially might not, they may extend it even longer. And that's quite scary if you think about it, because, I don't want to equate this to what happened in my own life, but I remember my neighbors, they were married, and after 12 years, they separated, and just one day, he was gone. And it was so weird just to know that somebody lived next to you all that time, and then one day they were just gone, right? And you're like, wait, where'd they go? And I think this is the uncertainty and the feeling of anxiety the students are having, is like, wait, what a minute, I don't get to come see you guys anymore, and my friends, and it's been really, really stressful on the little ones. And so I think, in all honesty, do I think that we're going to be going back after spring break? I'm 50-50 on it. There are times when I think, you know, my school does exactly what they are supposed to. If the governor says no school, if the president says no school, like, they're going to adhere to those things. But they also want to try to keep things as normal as possible for the kids. And I feel like we will return April 13th unless some new decree comes out. I have heard that there are some school districts that are like, nope, we're done for the year. Like, you guys aren't coming back. And that's really unfortunate. It's unfortunate for like people that have senior prom or that are graduating. Like, it's really sad. And so I think that that is definitely something that I mean, you can't make exceptions, like, if that's what the school district's gonna do, but I think that really stinks for the kids. And then you have kids too that they need to really be in a school setting, because it is one of the safe places for them. And so I think that this is extremely terrifying for them as well, to not know. Like, we say we're coming back the 13th, but are we? We'll have to see, right? I think, in all honesty, we will be back, but I can't say that for everybody, right? And that's definitely kind of a scary, scary thing. Definitely something that, if you are a student watching this, or you are my student watching this, or you were a former student of mine, email me anytime you want. I will do my best to stay up on the emails to you guys and respond back. You know, I'm thinking in my head already different things that we can do to keep like in contact with one another. So the future of education right now is very uncertain, and I wish that I could say, oh, everything's going to be solved by this time. You know, right now they don't have any sort of vaccine for this, so who knows how it will go. I think if you're watching this, please do social distancing, self-quarantine as much as possible. You know, I know it can be very tricky to be stuck inside all day long, but really, truthfully, it is the best thing that you can do for yourself and for the people of your community, especially the elderly who are stubborn and don't necessarily, I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that, no. You know, I think you are doing something, you know, that is, it's not just about you. You need to think about everybody. So with that said, I hope that this series of videos was helpful. I know this last one was pretty short in comparison to the other ones, but definitely leave me a comment if you liked this or you appreciated my views on this. If it helps you to understand what's happening in the schools a little bit better, leave it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with a friend that you think would be helpful. I will have the entire playlist linked down below for you, so you can check that out as well. I have tons of videos still coming, not related to coronavirus. I have zero waste videos coming up. I have Stitch Fix videos, I have teaching videos, I have resource videos of things that I've created that I'll be selling on TPT. So tons of stuff coming for you guys. It's just a matter of figuring out when to put it all and where to put it. So anyway, I think the next video I put up will be very lighthearted. It's a vlog about me going skydiving, if I didn't already put it up. No, indoor skydiving. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to talking with you down below. Bye.